Squid Game entered our lives as a strange and convoluted mystery, leaving viewers with many unanswered questions after watching the 9-episode series. Like, is Hwang Jun Ho still alive at the end of Squid Game? And the mystery behind the player 001, the host Il Nam. Also, is there going to be a follow-up to the successful show? Stay tuned to find out all the important unanswered questions we need to be answered. How are the Squid Game staff recruited? If you've heard a notion about Squid Game, it's probably this one. When people play Dokji with Gung Yu, the color of paper they choose determines whether they become employees, red, or players, blue. It's an interesting theory, but when players' video footage is revealed, just a handful choose red. So where do the employees come from? The man who attempted to fight the Squid Game warriors posed a question that the series never answered. What did they do to you to make you do this? Staff members appear to be young men from South Korea based on what we witnessed. The fact that the frontman killed them without hesitation indicates that he knows they won't be missed, or that the powerful individuals who support him can make any issues arising from their deaths go away. There are easily 50 or more employees on staff. What happens to them after the game's over? It's difficult to believe they'll be permitted to simply return home. While they may appear as bumbling as Ji Hun did when he went to the cops, it appears to be an unneeded danger. When the frontman's finished, does he kill everyone below him? How did In Ho become the frontman? The frontman was an enigmatic figure throughout the season, partly due to his mask, but revealing his face and identity as Hwang In Ho, Hwang Jun Ho's brother, just added to our confusion. It's evident that the frontman is just that, not Squid Game's creator or owner, but the one who deals with VIPs, personnel, and other concerns, allowing the host and whatever else is behind the game to keep their hands clean. But how did he get this job in the first place? Jun Ho discovered through the careful records that his brother had won the Squid Game years before, but that he had somehow managed to become the frontman. When he initially encountered Jun Ho, he told us that his brother had only been away for a few weeks, implying that he had been living a double life until lately. How did he explain his yearly absences from the Squid Game? Why was he crammed into such a little space? Was In Ho able to spend the money, or was he, like Jin Hun, unable to? He nearly seemed to have separated himself from his family as a result of who Squid Game had made him, and perhaps he became the frontman because he saw no way out once he had done everything he needed to win Squid Game. What is Jung Ji Hun's plan after the final scene of Squid Game? Jung Ji Hun, the protagonist of Squid Game, is alighting a train on his way to the airport in the 9th and last episode. Ji Hun is finally traveling to the United States to visit his daughter and try to become the parent he's always wanted to be. One of the main reasons he volunteered for the games in the first place, using the billions of Korean won he was awarded after winning the Squid Game. As Ji Hun exits the train for the airport, he notices the salesman Gung Yu of Train of Busan using a game of Dokji to recruit someone for Squid Game, which is how he was recruited himself. The salesman manages to avoid a confrontation, so Ji Hun confronts the person with whom he was playing Dokji, begging him not to go and even snatching the salesman's card. Ji Hun dials the number on the card as he appears to board his flight and exchanges threats with the Squid Game agent on the other end of the line. Ji Hun suddenly hangs up the phone, turns around, and sprints out of the boarding gate. A determined expression on his face. Is this a hint that Ji Hun intends to infiltrate or eliminate Squid Game? If that's the case, couldn't the VIPs simply grab his billions? Is his money safe, given that it was provided to him by the late originator of the Squid Game, Il Nam? Now it's time to get into those burning questions we need to be answered from this first season of Squid Game. Are you dying to find out what happened to Jun Ho and if he survived? The mystery behind the player 001, the host Il Nam, and whether or not we will be seeing a second season of the show. Stay tuned to the video to find out all the details surrounding these insane revelations, what viewers are eager to know. What's behind the mystery of player 001, the host Il Nam? Is Hwang Jun Ho still alive at the end of Squid Game? Will there be a sequel? All these answers right now, so get yourself comfy. The mystery of player 001, the host Il Nam. Il Nam revealed himself as one of the founders and the host towards the end of the season. However, there are still unanswered questions about him. He mentions that others in his circle may have also contributed to the game's creation. Who are they? Is it true that they're still alive? After Il Nam dies in episode 9, there's a flashback to when he told the frontman he wouldn't attend, saying there's no way watching it could be more fun than playing it yourself. This was probably done to save the Il Nam disclosure for the very end of the program, but it still leaves an unanswered question. Where did Il Nam go? And what did he do with the time that he had left while he was still alive? Perhaps he went looking for his son, whom he mentioned mentioned several times during the broadcast. Because Ji-hun's father is never shown and the thread of Il-nam's family is never resolved, some speculated that Ji-hun could be Il-nam's son. Whatever the case may be, the two are certainly on the lookout for one another. Viewers believe that when Il-nam handed over his jacket with the number 001 on it, he was aiming to provide Ji-hun with some extra insurance, even if it was only for the games that were officially declared. Is Hwang Jun Ho still alive at the end of Squid Game? One of the major unanswered concerns in Squid Game is whether or not police officer Hwang Jun Ho is still alive. Jun Ho's cover is broken and he's followed by the frontman and his armed guards after successfully entering the island and gathering more than enough evidence to imprison Squid Game's workers and VIPs. Jun Ho is surrounded by the frontman, who turns out to be In Ho, the Byung Hun, Jun Ho's long-lost brother who he was searching for on the island. When In Ho fails to persuade Jun Ho to surrender, the frontman shoots him in the shoulder, and Jun Ho's body slides off the cliff into the sea. However, neither his body nor a scenario in which In Ho or one of the armed guards completes the job are shown. There's a chance Jun Ho is still alive because the shoulder shot isn't lethal and he falls into the sea. Will Jun Ho make an appearance in season 2 of Squid Game? If that's the case, will Ji-hun and Jun Ho ultimately band up to infiltrate or eliminate Squid Game? Will there be a sequel? Squid Game, a Netflix original, is the talk of the town right now, sitting atop the streaming services charts and generating a lot of buzz on social media. The South Korean drama features a group of people who are encouraged to risk their lives in a survival game with a large prize at the end. And it's proven to be so popular that Netflix's leader has predicted it'll become the company's best performing show ever. As a result, speculation about a possible second season has arisen, while creator Hwang Dong-hyuk has stated that he currently has no plans for a sequel and that he may return to filmmaking before doing so. I don't have well-developed plans for Squid Game 2. It's quite tiring just thinking about it, but if I were to do it, I'd certainly not do it alone. I'd consider using a writer's room and would want multiple experienced directors. Hwang also discussed why he believes the show has hit such a worldwide chord, citing the show's simplicity and sympathetic characters as reasons. I wanted to write a story that was an allegory or fable about modern capitalistic society, something that depicts an extreme competition, somewhat like the extreme competition of life, he explained, but I wanted it to use the kind of characters we've all met in real life. As a survival game, it's an entertainment and human drama. He explained that the games portrayed are extremely simple and easy to understand. They allow viewers to focus on the characters rather than being distracted by trying to interpret the rules. A way to get viewers hooked into the series as they really get to know the characters and get into the drama. There you have it, some of the Squid Game's viewers' most asked questions. With such an intense ending, fans are left wondering and pondering on events that took place in the final episode. Let us know in the comments below what you thought about this series and whether you believe you have any answers to these burning questions. Thanks for watching.